welcome to another technical analysis video for today, 31st of August. Now I have the dollar franc in front of me. As you can see, we're at a resistance level now at the dollar franc. We just have one more area here of resistance, as you can see, and then what we're going to be doing is expecting the market to kind of start popping back down again after this huge kind of up move. So what we want to do though, remember that on Friday we have the non-farm payroll news coming out. So today, tomorrow and Friday is going to be kind of tricky, so we have to keep an eye out on the market. But our recommendation is, from a technical analysis point of view, is to sell on resistance levels as we feel that the dollar is going to lose some value. So let's take a look at the dollar franc. Let's take a look at the daily here. As you can see, this double bottom area here has now pushed the price up a little bit. This is a double top area, but we do have one more region here, don't we? So this level is still going to be a resistance area for us to kind of like lift our heads up and then start to sell. The market will then start to possibly trend down a little bit. So we'll wait for what happens on Friday. In the meantime though, just be mindful and remember that Friday is going to be another big day. So that'll give us some opportunity to trade. Until then though, if the dollar franc breaks above this 98.45 area, I think we can have a good move up at least towards 98.80, and that'll give us some intraday profits. Euro dollar, still we're in that downtrend, as you can see. I drew these Fibonacci retracements the other day. In fact, let me just sharpen this up a little bit here. We'll just put them to the top. As you can see, the market still has a bit of room to come down, as you can see around here at the bottom of this channel here. So we'll have to wait and see. So today, let's just do this. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, as you can see, we have that area there, which is about 1120 zone. So the market should probably be kind of popping its head down towards that area. Okay, and as you can see from yesterday, the market just kept dropping on the resistance levels here. So possibly another, if there's another up move, that there'll be another push down on this currency pair. Dollar yen, now we've been expecting the dollar yen to shoot up. Okay, yesterday this was a resistance area and we had a short order here, but that didn't really work out very well. As you can see, the market pushed through that. But what we want to do is, just like dollar franc, is to start selling at a resistance level. So this trade from yesterday didn't work out for us, it stopped us out. But what we want to do is find those levels where we can sell it off. And that level, I think, if I take a look at the daily chart here today, because I took a look earlier this morning, might be around this level. Now this level up here is about 104.50. okay, just there, as you can see. Now I'm not sure if we'll get there this today, but depending on the news, if the market does get there, that's the spot to sell the dollar yen. Okay, as you can see, we're in this triangle here, and it's a downwards triangle. So what we want to see, there's this shoulder pattern occurring. So if the market does come up towards this 104 level, okay, what we want to do is, where it meets this red resistance line, we want to start to sell it off. And if it does break this shoulders and heads, head and shoulders actually, if it breaks down, then what we'll see is we'll see quite a big fall on the dollar yen. All right, and this is a daily chart, so we really want to be careful with that one. Okay, so although that trade didn't work for us yesterday, what we want to do is keep an eye out for this level here to short it down. The pound dollar, I think, still has a bit of room to go down this week. It's going to depend on the news, obviously, as well on Friday. As you can see, it's been sideways on the 4 hour chart since the 29th. So what we're going to do is kind of enter the sideways zone on the 29th. So yesterday and the day before, it's just in this sideways little channel. So if it breaks down below that, it has a bit more room to come down to. If we take a look at the daily chart on the pound dollar, I think this double bottom here might be the kind of end to this downfall that we reached on the 15th of August. This bottom, where it bottomed out on the 16th or 15th of August and started moving up, might be now the end of the fall of the pound. So what we might start to see is the pound creeping up. Okay, so and that wouldn't really shock us if we're technical analysts. What we're going to look out for is a breakout from here. The moment it breaks out from here, we'll be seeing the pound at higher levels, and that'll be around, let me just check on that, 33.50, and even we might see at these levels here 34.30 and so on. So this downfall after the Brexit, as you can see, the continuation of Brexit is falling down, and the market's been kind of hammering the pound. But if you think about it, since the 28th of June on the daily chart here, from the 6th of July until now, it's been in a range, okay, between 28.60 and 34.30 area. So it's in that range still. It's actually on the daily chart a sideways market, and if it breaks above this level here, we could see the pound starting a new uptrend, and that wouldn't really surprise us if it did that. Okay, so let's take a look at the gold today. Now gold, as I did mention, I've got some buy levels around 1,303, and yesterday I also noted 1,311. The market did come there. I still think it has a bit of room to come down to this 1,303. So if you got that trade recommendation from yesterday, I'd just keep that in mind, and I wouldn't throw that away somewhere, because if gold does get there, what you want to do is kind of go along with that. It's not a bad level to buy the gold at all if it does get there. Okay, so around there, 1,303. In fact, I do recall 1,295. I did mention on Friday when we did the live Facebook stream. So around that level is going to be a good level to buy on the gold. All right. Let's take a look at oil as well as a final analyst. Now, I did mention oil was going sideways. As you can see, I said if it breaks down from here, it has room to come down, and it still does. So we had a nice break here. If you're following the videos, as you can see, yesterday had a big drop. It broke down this support level here at 48.49 and is now still going down. So if you sold at the breakout, that's good, because there is room to come down. Where you might want to cover yourself on this trade is around this level here, which is the 47.85 and 48 level there. Okay, so you might want to take some intermediate profit there before you let the rest of the trade follow through towards the 47 area. I hope that helps. All the best. Have a great day with your trading, and once again I remind you about the non-farm payroll on Friday. Good luck.